We're here, Dan, at the B-League Says, coming at you with another B-League Says is on the clock. I am sweating. It is so hot in here. I can't have the aircon on while I'm recording. It's like I'm like a cucumber in a convent at this point. Either way, we are looking at quick 5-minute episodes because the truth is you've seen me do enough drafts over the past, 6 months already? It's nearly 6 months. We've been doing this since February, which is kind of wild to think. But anyways, we tried to get on with everything. I've been over some positional players of value who I'm trying to draft. I've been over one stack. I'm going to go over another late round stack that I'm looking at that I think maybe you guys should too. But before I get going, we're going to talk about Discord. As always, it's free. Going for 2 Live. Find us over on Discord. It's free. Come join us. Ask questions. Go nuts. As always, underdogfantasy.com. Promo code GF2 for 100% matching deposit up to $250 on your initial outlay. Come join me and play some best ball. Get in the lobby. I can't believe I'm about to talk about the New England Patriots as a late round stack, but here we go. I'm going to talk about the Patriots as a late round stack. And here's why. Look, those last 3 games in the fantasy playoffs, I think I should bring them up. It's at Arizona, at Buffalo, and at home versus the Chargers. So, you know, a little bit of a mixed bag with a divisional game in there and an outdoor game in Massachusetts or wherever the hell they are. I've been there before, Foxborough, whatever it is, and Arizona in there as well, high-scoring game. But look, I want to proceed with caution here because I feel like I've been here before, and I feel the same way about this team as I did in 2022, and it was the biggest kick in the dick I've ever had, right? So it was the New York Jets in 2022 as a comparison here because I feel somewhat similar about where these players are going and how they are. So rookie mobile quarterback you can draft late with an elite wide receiver option. So that was Garrett Wilson and Zach Wilson, right? Another couple young other players in and around, and a few veterans that you can get a value, but their makeup. Look, they were led by Wilson and had Conklin. They had a pass-catching running back in Michael Carter, who was a stout lead back with Breece Hall. A potpourri of vets, guys like Braxton Berrios, Denzel Mims, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, CJ Azuma, with weird as fuck weeks from guys like Jeff Smith. The Patriots team, their makeup checks out nearly the same when you think about it. Look, a mobile young quarterback in Drake May. Also a rookie, led by a rookie tight end. In that regard, they've got with rookie wide receivers and Jalen Polk and Javon Baker, as it would be. They've got a veteran tight end like they do. They have Hunter Henry in there. You're looking at a pass-catching running back like Michael Carter with Antonio Gibson, with a lead back with Breece Hall like they do with Ramondre Stevenson. It's very, very close. And that potpourri of wide receivers, KJ Osborne, Juju Smith-Schuster, Demario Douglas, Austin Hooper. They got a whole mix of shit in there with guys that could go off. It's kind of weird. They kind of feel the same sort of thing. The 2022 Jets plays ADP. Ballpark looks the same, as it were, except you've got more. Garrett Wilson was going a bit earlier. Breece Hall was going earlier as well. But that's pretty much it. It's almost ballpark where they were going. And I got in on that Jets team, and it was a mess. So I feel the same way in that regard. But they're going late enough to where I want a mix of them, but I don't want to overcommit. And that's where you want. You want to splatter a few of them. You want some Demario Douglas in there. You want maybe a KJ Osborne in there, a Kendrick Bourne as well, if you will. So you got those guys that you can go get. I don't want to go too heavy on one more than the other. Now, we do have a good thing here. We do have some depressed ADP for Drake May because the belief is that Jacoby Brissett is the starter for now. We know that Drake May can rush. If you said 500 yards was on the cards, I wouldn't be surprised. And we can see he's got a decent arm. If I said 2023 Sam Howell was a snapshot for May, I think. Ironic for Jacoby Brissett as well because he was in Washington with May. Would we be that surprised? Look, the Commanders team talent-wise is probably a little bit similar, but Howell managed to clock in 3,900 passing yards, 21 touchdowns with 263 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns rushing as well. Quarterback 12 for the year. Now, that sort of potential here, similar to what May has. The ADP of 190th. In that range with Antonio Gibson, Demario Douglas, Javon Baker, and veteran tight end Hunter Henry at 158th in overall value. Decent schedule, wildcard options as high as the rushing floor as Jaden Daniels and Deshaun Watson and Daniel Jones. I will take Dre May at that place with those surrounding options. I'll take some Antonio Gibson with Hunter Henry, those veteran guys that might play a decent role and get on them there. Their opponents late are cheap as well in the best ball too. So you can look at those Cardinals, Chargers, and Bills. You're looking at Michael Wilson, Zay Jones, Ray Davis, Dawson Knox, DJ Chark, Hunter Hurst, J.K. Dobbins. Guys like that are in the same range too. So you can get late backdoor stacks for them in your best ball drafts as well. So you can pair them up with that as well and get some playoff run back exposure with them. Player focus for me is going to be Antonio Gibson. I like that big, young pass-catching running back, hits free agency, ends up on the Patriots, which I had a lot of exposure to him. I had 12% exposure, 15 posts, 12% pre, 15 posts. I liked him in the free agency. To see him go to the Patriots, I thought, oh, that's interesting. Maybe they're not going to keep Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson signs. He gets pushed back. It's a bit of a... He's been stagnant since, but it's fine. My projected stat line, Underdog has him as running back 53, 167th overall in the 15th, 16th round. I have him as my running back 33. Projected stat line, 171 attempts, rushing, 737 on the floor, 3 touchdowns, 39 receptions, 308 in the air with 2 receiving touchdowns for 152.5 points in half PPR. As always, you can join me over in our free Discord. I am Dan. I am at TheBLeague's. As always, underdogfantasy.com, promo code GF2, 100% matching deposit up to $250 on your initial outlay. If you have any questions, come find me in the Discord. You can tag